Okay, guys, welcome to a special edition of the Drizzle Review Show where we're going to be reviewing a great movie from 1988, and that's Waxwork. Now, there is a second movie. I've never seen it, but I've seen the first one with J. Wilkins 79, and I really enjoyed this movie. I like it that it's not your typical horror movie. Um, it has a lot of creativity in it, and I thought that the cast is great. So let's start off here with the plot. So basically, it's about a group of friends um, who get together and they hang out and stuff, and basically the typical, 80s type of theme movie where people are friends in high school. Um, But what happens throughout the movie is they meet up with this really crazy guy who has a museum where he recreates horror scenes. So what happens is that they all meet at the mansion basically, and they all have dinner, and then they go touring the museum, and one by one, each character ends up getting sucked into a horror movie. And what I really enjoyed about it was um, when they get sucked into those dimensions, they actually physically have to figure out a way to basically survive in a horror movie. So you have scenes like with vampires, mummies, werewolves, witches, um, all your typical horror stuff. Um, and also one of the characters is also in Gremlins. So I think that this by far is one of the best horror movies from the 80s that I've ever watched. I would even say that it's probably as good as movies like The Little Monsters, and even up there probably with like Spookies, um, and Night of the Demons. I'm trying to think here what other movies you could. Probably Monster Squad as well, which we're going to be reviewing also in this video. So that's Waxwork. There is a second one. I've never seen it though. I'll probably check that out eventually. So let's get into Monster Squad. Um, I think Monster Squad honestly is one of the best movies I've ever made, in my opinion. I really like the fact that the kids have to battle, um, Dracula and all the original horror characters, um, basically from taking over the town. Um, I was very surprised with the soundtrack. I thought it was pretty good as well. The plot was interesting. Now I remember watching this with a few of my friends in the past, and that was the first time I had ever actually watched the whole entire movie all the way through. Um, yeah, I think it's one of those movies that's iconic for a whole generation, and I wish that they would have movies like that now for kids. I feel like 80s movies were just a little bit better. Um, but I would say yes, absolutely. Waxwork is a great movie. Check it out. And Monster Squad as well. Monster Squad is a great movie. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to quickly do those two reviews. I'll be on at some point in time later today to update you on the NFL scores when all the games have been played. So I'll do that later on today. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday.